Alright, we've successfully switched headsets from a Bose to a Sony with a boom mic. My voice comes in clear with this, I think. We don't seem to have the fleet we used the first attempt, so we're going to have to build a new fleet. So we're going to create a new fleet. B8 Anabasas. Wait a minute, that's the name of my original fleet. B8 Anabasas. B8 space. And no, it's because it's not a B8 fleet. So, okay, so we're creating a new fleet. Anabasas. One thing I discovered in my first attempt was a very difficult time I had using the missiles, the torpedoes on the Valkyries. So I need to do another layout. Okay, so we're going to create the fleet now. We're going to include one battle star, the Pegasus. PEG to get the name. The game will not let you use Galactica, so we'll use Galeris as a substitute. Because it's close, at least it starts with a G.
And that's the main evidence on that is that one picture taken by the Pakistani plane spotters of the aircraft after it scraped the runway that shows the damage to the bottom of the engines and the rat deployed. And the rat deployment on the Airbus is automatic if you lose both
Jupiter
the
2.
AC bus and the right AC bus. So that would jump out as well if you lost both engines. Right. That's correct, yeah, because when you lose both engines, you lose those two buses, and it's the loss of those buses that automatically deploys the rat. Yeah. So then, and like these guys, they managed to get up to about 2,000 feet. So the engines are obviously running long enough for them to climb up to some altitude. Now the ATC tapes are indicating that they couldn't get any higher than that. They wanted to, they couldn't even maintain 2,000, which would indicate that the engines probably started to choke fairly soon after the initial go around. And then, you know, like if you're at 1,800 feet, you need typically on a 737 once again, you need 1,800 feet to make 180 turn. That's what you have. So if you're at 1,800 feet, unless you are hitting the runway threshold and you turn immediately towards it, you won't have enough altitude to reach the runway. So it's dual engine failure at that altitude is a very, very bad situation to be in.
Let me make this lean. We're not going to put a lot of craft in there. I'm going to add one Celestra with.
And the irony is it looks like in the final moments of the flight, it looks like the crew did manage to get the landing gear down. Yeah, exactly. Although that's another mystery. Like, yeah, when did that happen and how did that happen? And once again, these guys, this is what I was talking about. Instead of us guessing, we can give you the SOPs why pilots generally react and how we react to things like this. Can't give you any more. The rest we're gonna have to wait to the report. The initial report is gonna come, and I think that we're gonna hear extracts from the initial report fairly quickly, given that they found it.
And a couple of Valkyries, so we're going to add in here.
Exactly what happened, and it's really important that if you, we've all seen the comments that tends to come from places like Alhera, for example, which is a site I use a lot when I look at this because it's very factual. A lot of people want to start speculating about pilots did something right or wrong, or what the systems might be affected. We don't know. That's very important here. We can try to give you some info about what we think we would do.
Putting the Valkyries out here for a reason, because they're not doing a lot to defend the fleet. and they can get missile rocket shots off if they're away from the fleet slightly.
Here's what investigators are going to be looking at. And in a way, I'm implying, hey, investigators, you need to check this out. Do you know that this is how this system works, and what happened in this situation?
Generally, for the first 5 or 6 jumps, you don't want to use the Vipers because they get worn out and left behind. You want to use them when the Silence start using large air groups for air defense.
Well, back in the olden days, before aircraft even had electrical systems, we took a generator from a car and mounted a pinwheel on the front of it and mounted that in between the landing gear, and that thing would spin and create
Objective.
electricity using airflow through
Do it. It's easy, the first one.
the ram air turbine.
We're going to try at higher levels because it's going to be even harder to get done.
It automatically deploys, like we discussed, in the event of an emergency to provide specifically emergency electrical power and emergency hydraulic power to keep your
Now I built it twice. I think this is the better build. Continue.
Airbus aircraft operational. So as long as
Love these pictures from my previous battles. Just love it.
gravity
That's custom photography that nobody else can do.
you still need
Nobody else has this picture unless I've shared it, given it to people to let them input it into their machine.
even of a dual engine failure and you need to glide on in, you need electric and hydraulic power to continue to fly the Airbus. And so that's the job of the ram air turbine. And it flops out of the fuselage of the aircraft, and it's a little variable vane, almost a constant speed propeller on the ram air turbine, so that it will continue to provide adequate emergency electrical power down to, I think,
This first turn will be a right turn.
so by the time you're in the flare and stuff, yeah, there's still enough dynamic pressure to be able to spin the ram high enough to provide the emergency hydraulic and electric
Not planning on launching any fighters. We're going to put a
On it,
flak
Commander.
right away.
Boeing has the Boeing is the same question and the same answer to that, is that it's a simpler system. We, for example, I don't need hydraulics to fly the Boeing. The Boeing has nice cables, at least 737, that reaches all of the different flight controls, which means that I can actually
Yes, sir.
muscle power flying 737 even though it's really heavy. We do need electrical power to drive our instruments and to give us the information we need. And for that we have a battery, and we'll want two batteries actually, that gives us a minimum of 60 minutes of emergency power. So if the 737 is at both engines, obviously you have the APU that you hopefully have time to start. These guys did not. And we would initially get all the battery power, use that to get the APU working. Perfect. Now you can get hydraulic power as well. But the Boeing only has a battery. If it can't restore electrical power in any other way,
Yes,
then we
sir.
have 60 minutes to get us down to the ground before we run out of juice. Especially, I mean, the 737 is not flying, it's not ETOPS, it's not ours, which means that we're going to be as here you're within 60 minutes on airport all the time. Yeah. So that's the difference between a fly-by-wire type aircraft that needs that electric power all the time to keep the fly-by-wire flight control system correctly operating. Yeah, absolutely. There's a whole lot of other stuff that goes on. It's gonna degrade electrically. You're only gonna have a very limited amount of electrical power available. It's gonna degrade your cockpit.
Go, team.
A lot of things are gonna shut down to
The objective here is to get out of here without getting hit. No injury at all. Doesn't matter what kind of resources you want to use, especially turn 1, turn 2. It's okay to use PCM because you're going to get PCM in the turn 1 to 2. Most likely you're going to get a ability to restock. Later on, conservation becomes more important. Now it's not.
You have to deal with the pressurization manually. You have to fly it without manual power.
I forgot on turn 1 to boost my
Understood.
armor on my
navigations on the captain's side, and it's
Launching drones.
yeah, the right side of the cockpit is dark, man. You've been put out of a job. Yeah, right side, so you got to cross monitor to look over. That's it, and it's flying that thing in manual versions without hydraulic assistance. It's a heavy job to do. Like I'm gonna try as soon as I get my hands on the simulator. I'm gonna try to put a video on that to show you guys, but good.
Deploying Marines.
I don't know. Let's see if we have any more questions about this. I think that we can kind of leave it there and leave it to your excellent updates as well. Guys, I don't know if I've already done it, or if not, I will put a link to the Valkyrie channel here in the description of the video, so you can go and check him out. Very, very good kind of technical analysis of these kind of things, what's going on. I've enjoyed it. I learned a lot. So that's cool. Let's see, there's some questions here. Will Engel, one of my great patrons, saying, "Hi Petra and Johan, for me and the family. I'm surgery on Tuesday, so we're spending time visiting Singer Lake.
Understood.
No NASA, but Joe Henry sends a big hello and agrees to do it live in the near future. Now that is good news for you guys, because if his uncle Joe is going to come on live on this channel, it means that we're going to have
Yes, sir.
a space shuttle commander do a live here, as in the guy Joe Engel who did the second space shuttle flight ever. Wow. So I'm really, really looking for that. That would be extremely cool. I also promised we'll actually do a shout out to his children, which is
So say we all.
So shout out to you guys. I hope you're watching this. It's great.
Looks like we're on course to get this first one done pretty easily.
On it, Commander.
We're diving. That seems to be the way to go, because Revenants and Arachnes are much more vulnerable on the top versus the bottom. So we want to drop as quickly as we can.
On it,
We
Commander.
don't want to drop the freighters too much, because we don't want to be in a situation where they fall below the flak protection or outside the protection of the
So say we all.
PCM. And people will tell you, and I used to be adherent to this, you have to go out and aggressively engage the Cylons.
Totally speculating at that point. The only thing my hunch is that I just think there was the crew was up to something. Somebody on the crew was up to something. That's the only thing I can think of. But without any recording device, I don't even.
We're going to go defensive because we want to preserve even armor, maximum amount. That doesn't impede the guns a bit, but it's smart practice. You don't need the speed. We don't need the speed right now. We do not. So we go full defensive. Silence get the jump on us on bullets. But we're going to try and get away. We only got 3 more turns before we're going to jump, and we've got an adequate PCM field up. So this is going to be turn 1. Going to be quickie. Now, if you set up the same place every time, the AI knows it, and the AI tries to improve its performance. If it's the same layout, you got to change your layout every turn to maximize the amount of confusion that the AI is under. It can be confused. It's written by a human being, so just like any program written by a human being can encounter situations it is not ready for. What it's definitely programmed and ready for is the ability to react to seeing the same layout multiple times in a row and improve its attack plans. That the AI at any level does do.
Colonial fleet, Cloud Colony. Deck condition 1. I repeat, deck condition 1. This is not a drill.
They've done some current studies and try to backtrack from there, but still, we gotta find here. We have to, yeah, they have to, we must find it, we must find the COVID voice recorder.
Yes, sir.
There's the defender.
Any of that's any good after all this time. I don't know. That's another thing. Yeah. It is just
You have to improve your layout every turn. You don't have to go left, right, but you have to change your spot in your layout. You have to leave the Valkyries the ability to get rockets off and help soften up the Cylons in later turns. Turn around when you're not going to use any torpedoes, so it doesn't matter. Okay, next time we're going to be able to jump. They're not going to be anywhere near us. We're going to get out of this with only damage from our own flak.
just wants to attack.
Action state. Second mission one throughout the ship. Phenomenal.
Gotta wait clean. Only damage we're going to take is off our own flak and bullets. We did use some PCM.
Action stations. Action stations. This is not a drill.
Now, if I use the same layout and I turn the opposite direction, that might confuse the AI a bit also. And that still provides very good coverage for the flak. Gotta be careful with the ships on the left when I do that, but
Fire control is warmed up and preparing solution.
but also the other thing we have to react to is there's going to be a ship we need to save in turn 2. Almost never is in turn 1.
Some colonial fleet with 12 colonies.
There's the Galactica, but it's the Galaris because they won't let us use the Galactica in PvP multiplayer and Anabasas.
This is not a drill.
The fleet builder's the same in all of them. I'm going to try the same layout with a left turn, just to confuse the AI a little bit.
Action station. Second mission one
I
throughout
may
the
at some
ship.
point actually turn one ship that will opposite of the other ships if I can afford it from the flak viewpoint. We'll have to see. Okay, we proceed. Now, anytime you get in Anabasas an opportunity to fix your ships, unless you got to take it. Fix your ships, resupply them, top off the fuel tanks, do what you got to do. Now, you got damaged navigation at the end of the turn, I just discovered in my first attempt, which has failed, and I've erased the recording because I was having audio issues. Then you can rely that after your jump, you're going to fix navigation. Not necessarily, that I know, and not necessarily going to be the case for other situations, but for nav it is. Okay, we've got 67 salvage, we've got supply 28, repair 2. So we got a savings account because we did good in the first turn. Turn 2, proceed.
Yes, sir.
Not low visibility, but low light at nighttime. And this
Understood.
interpreting the taxi lights for the runway lights.
On it, Commander.
At night in a big city where you've got blinding other city lights around you and the airport environment is fairly dimly lit, it's easy to do. Another thing is not following the standard operating procedures of using the ILS. Following that, even though it's a visual approach, you can see for miles, you've got to back it up with the ILS.
Yes, Commander.
That will help you ensure that you are on the correct runway. Parallel runways, they're very close together. You got to be on the correct one. Yeah.
I wish that the armor you built up on this ship would last from turn to turn, but that's the way the campaign game works also. It doesn't work that way. Right. Your aids, gotta use.
Yes, sir.
It's not optional. You gotta use your aids. You gotta take the time of each turn and use, even though you think it's not canon or whatever, use your armor booster. Because if you want to win, you gotta use all the tools available to
Launching
you.
drones.
Okay? He will give fire control improvement to the Jupiter, the
I've heard that on a couple of videos. Yeah. It's coming in. It's like approaching.
Deploying Marines.
all right. So all these ships can go flat because we're not launching anything this first turn. They have to flak right.
New runway and warning system, 700 feet remaining, and it'll warn you if
Go to defense after you get your turn done. You want your turn done in quick and expeditious a fashion as possible. Don't make assumptions. If you make assumptions, you will turn yourself into an ASS. Anabasas is the toughest game mode. It's the hardest win you can get in this game. It's harder than Fleet Admiral since they reduced some of the big battles like the Galactica joining Ghost Fleet. Better to do your moves here individually. I don't think we need on this turn to go defensive, so we're not gonna.
Taking off from the wrong runway has been a problem before. You've got all your takeoff data based on a runway length that's so long, and
Understood.
there's multiple runways, and you line up on the wrong runway, and it's incredibly shorter than the one that you're planning for. You've got a big problem there. So one of the basic backups that folks have done over the years is double check your magnetic heading before
Yes,
you
sir.
hook off the power to it. Make sure that it jives with the runway heading of the runway that you have designed this takeoff for, that you planned on taking off, so that you don't take off on a runway that's too short.
Okay, this is gonna go turn 2. We gotta go through 7 turns. There's no Cylon reinforcement unless we really screw up. We're not launching fighters. We're not aggressively going in for kills here. We're not trying to hammer things. We're trying to get out of it with resources. Now, most of the Valkyries are going ahead. They're setting up specifically so they can rocket in the future. Use get torpedoes to soften up ships that come in too close. That was missing in my first try. I've done Valkyrie Anabasas about 40 times, but I've only finished it 15 times. I'm very picky. I don't like to lose. Those of you who play with me know that.
On it, Commander.
This is the way it goes. Now the Cylons are way far away. They're not in range, so I'm going to stay in a mode where we can hit them with bullets from further away. So all guns are at the lead Cylon, and he's staying away, and he's got pink stuff and an obstacle course to get around.
All systems are nominal.
Second Condition 1, I repeat. Second Condition 1, this is not a drill.
I see a hole. I see these ships are in a hole. They could possibly get hit. We're going to close the hole temporarily with a PCM.
On it, Commander. On it, Commander. Understood.
The only thing I could think of would be maybe in the old days they had terrain following radar, automatic pilot capable on the F-111 fighter bomber, for example. But that's a rough ride. That was old technology. Yeah. What I could see coming though, if you look down the technology, I could see, for example, stuff that's monitoring our pupils. You have something on it to actually see whether or not we are tired or whether or not we are responding correctly to the situation. Something that would actually monitor, like, dude, is he on? Wake up. Wow. Yeah. Something like that I could see happening. So at some point we will be replaced, and this will all be done autonomously. It'll take several generations, but and so whatever. Like, I know there's a job in the world that is.
I need flak reload now.
Target is 34599.
Is something that people think is going to be early because it looks simple, but it's not. And I've done several videos about this. Like there are like a couple of
Yes, Commander.
trains in the world that they follow tracks. They haven't fully automated the railroad yet. Wait for that to happen before you start looking into aircraft being completely optimized. So let's see. I'm gonna let you go soon. You haven't had lunch yet, have you? No, I've had my
On
lunch.
it, Commander.
Oh, good man. Proud Pirate is asking, before GPS was standard on airliners, how accurate was the INS to get you to your destination? It was very accurate. Yeah. We used them in the 141, and they worked very accurately. I have a war story for you. Somewhere out over the middle of the Pacific between Hawaii and Pongo Pongo at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I do remember the INS is just rolling over 90.
Firing solution is online.
Oh my goodness.
Alert Squadron, keep 42 by 73 for flak projection.
Missiles incoming.
So we got inground missiles. We're going to go defensive in case they go through. Just a good practice here. We don't have any real targets to hit anyway. And one thing I worry about when we're running is getting hit in the back and taking navigation damage. So we're going to start angling the two
On
big
it,
battle
Commander.
stars to avoid showing its tail to the enemy. We got 3 turns to go. We're in good shape. One more PCM and we're pretty sure that we got full coverage for the ships. The one missile blast will not get through. Mercury's not being shot at, so she's going to remain in full neutral position. That's most maneuverable. If you want to dodge flak, that's how you want to do it. Neutral. Dodge torpedoes.
Optimizing firing.
So PCM went off just then. So the Mercury is getting shot at, so the Mercury's going defensive now.
I think it triangulates, as I recall. It took all 3 INSs and kind of triangulated it and averaged it, as I recall. Yeah. Or maybe it took the most accurate one to refresh that systems. Yeah, in our case, you can choose which one you use. Well, you can wait till you get from C.
On it, Commander.
Disregard. IRS right. Throw one out. Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
2 turns, we want to stay in this PCM bubble for the 2 turns. We're slowing down. We got no angle. The Silent has no angle on us. Maybe he's going to try and get a missile shot through the bubble. I don't know. I'm saying probably not. He's trying long-range bullets.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
And he is hitting stuff. We're going to take some damage this turn. Okay, one more turn and we jump. I see no adjustment necessary. I want to put the focus fire on the closest ship so we can damage it. Both these battle stars are going to put themselves in. We're not trying to kill these targets.
Incoming!
Keep that flak wall up. We're gonna hammer the frackers so they can't get back up.
Put you beyond the range of just battery power. Remember what Petter mentioned, the battery. I've got battery within.
Okay, we're going to switch our target. We got a chance to get a kill here. Nice to kill something. Nemesis is just not doing anything, so we're going to put both guns on the... We're not going to get a kill either one of these. It's just not a good angle. We're going to jump and get away. Make sure you check on your jump if you got resupply and repair. Okay, we got resupply and repair. So something else we know we can do is we can back off this and we can put out a precautionary PCM just to be safe. Now some people call it wasteful. I don't like damaged ships. Now we'll jump it again. We'll take the jump, make sure we're in resupply, and go to Bravo.
I can't knock out the timeline interference.
Now we're getting hit by 3 different hacks on the Mercury, the Jupiter 2 class. That's fascinating, huh? Now look, that PCM I put up there got used. Only left 1 PCM on the playing field. That means what I did was necessary, in my opinion.
All systems are nominal.
Set condition 1, I repeat. Set condition 1, this is not a drill.
So now we want to do something predictable. We want to do a left turn from the far left edge of the map. We're going to get challenged as the turns go better. Our next layout is going to be a left turn from the left-hand edge of the map.
Squadron, keep 42 by 73 for flak projection.
Those Valkyries were in perfect position to do what they needed to do, and we're going to reposition them
Optimizing firing.
so they can go slow and still rocket people coming in on the left. That, we see, we definitely got a hit on the armor. There will be armor repairs to do in this. So you notice they upgrade slightly, but they improve their performance 10%. They go from doing 10 hull points of damage to 110 turns.
Incoming!
I don't know what the rate of improvement is, but they get more ships
We're gonna hammer the
and they get
fractures so
pretty
they can't get
powerful
back up.
pretty quickly.
I can't
Look at that, 3 ships have the Jupiter 2 class. I don't think there's any substantial damage. They definitely got the paint scuffed up a bit, though.
Right, the level of that level in the cockpit, you want the captain up here and the FO here, you want this kind of slope of agreement, responsibility, but you don't want him to just be Captain Bly jamming stuff down his throat here without allowing him to get some input in first. He's probably got some good input.
Okay, we've got repairs.
Bingo gets cute first.
We've not picked
Then
up any
portion
new
out the
ships
rest.
yet.
I don't want to lose a full tank of fuel to some cute jumping nugget.
Listen to Samantha Agathon. We've got enough salvage to fix the fleet 3 times. That's a quality turn. Only needing a third of your salvage points. Oh, that's like a half your salvage points, sorry. So everybody's up full. All the weapons we expended have been replaced. Better to have the weapons in here than the salvage in the bank. Now, we're changing the layout. Valkyries are going to stay pretty much where they are. We're going to do a left turn this time, because we're just changing things up a little bit. We want to change things up. That's just important. We want to change things up.
Interpersonal relationship works, and you're constantly flying with folks that you've never met before, but you're all trained in the same standards. So we're all very much plug and play when it comes to standard operating procedures. Keeping this delicate little balance, this dance going all the time through all levels of fatigue and time zones and everything else is a real challenge. But it is generally the problems tends to be, even though they're doing the right for us, it takes a push. Captain, especially if you have a very senior working with a very new right. But in general terms,
So we're ready for a turn. Valkyries are going to do a slow turn and stretch out in order to be able to deliver torpedoes to the enemy ships when necessary. That was knocking in my first attempt.
that's led to disaster in our stuff's really hit the fan like Little Rock and a few other instances like that. Yeah, it's very. That's why I like we
We're going to proceed. Now, we're staying left turn here. We're telling the hour we're going left turn, but that's okay.
get this business below the zero. So, okay, so what do you think? And I won't say anything else. But what do you think about this? First officer will then say, okay, I see this, that, and if it's a very good experience after all, it's likely that they won't see the full picture. In which case, once he or she is finished with it, I can then go in and say, good points, and then we have to think of A, B, C, and D. So we have that kind of going in. So now we know what the problem is. Then, and the captain FO is the captain's the big picture guy, and the FO is now the technical expert.
So say we all.
Flight engineers that could be technical experts, but now it's up on the shoulders of the FO to have that detailed systems knowledge, because he knows
This did not work out. The Valkyries probably did need to move a little bit off.
keeping that knowledge.
But it's too late now. We can live with it. We don't need to launch anything. Now we've got a ship we've got to meet here. And that is a problem. He's pointing the wrong way, and we're going the wrong way. It's going to be hard to save this guy. What we'll probably need to do is
So say we all.
launch some Vipers and escort him in. It's too late to change. You know, this is something you just don't know when you start the turn. I'm going to take 2 of the Valkyries, and they're not going to go with flak. They're going to launch a couple of Mark 7s. And they're going to all launch.
Yes, Commander.
They're going to intercept These two ships are going to.
They might have had a similar problem before, which they're going to share.
This one's going to go H right now.
Then you gather information, which might be weather related. It might be talking to your cabin crew, for example. So they might have heard something or seen something.
I'm going to wait one turn before I turn it on here.
Some passenger might have dinged them and told them, like this, I saw a funny thing happening out that wing here is supposed to spray that thing that we see there. Like, there's a lot.
I'm going to get this guy in PCM coverage right now. And we're going to give him a complete line to run through back to our fleet in, so he get one shot at getting one from missiles. We got the PCM. It's a good tool. We're going to use it.
On it, Commander. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've launched fighters because I'm trying to save that ship. I want to save every ship I can. I know I won't be able to save every ship to the turn, but I want to initially save that ship. Okay. Now, what I got to do with the air power is I gotta get closer so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. 8 turns. It's a longer turn. Okay, these guys are going to form squad. Are going to do the same thing, but they're not going to be a squadron. They're going to defend this ship. This may be a loser, but we have time to do this and get back to base anyway, so we're going to try. Defend.
It's all time. You want to take the time to stop and wind your watch. You know, there's nothing that's that critical that you're going to just start. You don't want to start flipping switches and jamming levers and digging a deeper hole. Correct. Stop, work together, take the time. Yeah. I was listening. I was watching.
It's going to be a long way to get this boy in. It's going to take some time. 3-4 turns. We're clear to start flacking on the Jupiter side now. Make sure you flak the right way. You kill your fighters if you don't.
On it, Commander.
Tucking in and doing our best. Valkyries will try and avoid using flak at all. I meant for them to go slow and get clear torpedoes. That's not going to be possible for 3 or 4 turns. I already got them at minimum speed.
So say we all.
Squadron, on me.
Radius mark attached.
Okay, so we're going slow. We're trying to give this guy a chance to catch up. It's going to be a tough deal. Cylons are going to waste aircraft on it, though. That's a good thing.
Launches can be brilliant, especially right around sunset. Awesome.
Understood. Yes, sir.
So, what's the danger of overcompetence? From Alan's
Yes, sir.
That depends.
So say we all.
That depends on what you mean by competence, I guess. It's not willing to listen to another side of a story. There might be
We gotta slow down more. This guy's never going to catch up.
Your overconfidence or competence is just blocking it out. You become the Captain Bligh character again. Yeah, I know what I'm doing here. And also the thing that I've noticed sometimes when you get people in training that have, for example, very high engineering backgrounds, they can get very bogged down into technical issues. As in they apply all of their brain power to their former expertise.
Look how much slower the Raptor is, the assault Raptor is than the Viper. Never put them in the same squadron together. All right, they're firing missiles at the freighter. That's why I put the air out there.
Yes, Commander.
Analysis paralysis. The thing here's a funny story about overconfidence and confidence. I tell this story sometimes on a layover in Seattle.
6 turns to go. We got plenty of time to get the Vipers back in the on the landing decks.
Missiles
And
incoming.
wisely, well, the missiles are partially intercepted by the PCM, but the fighters have gone off and started to freelance. They're trying to kill somebody. We don't need to do that. We defend ourselves, but we're going to get back close to our objective, which is to protect this ship. Did I do enhancement? Did I forget to do enhancement? I forgot to do enhancement. I forgot to follow the rule. I just told you guys 1 turn
Launching
ago.
drones.
If you forget to do something, don't be embarrassed. Do it later.
I mean, you do to some extent take a vote and you debate it. We do all the things we talk about, but ultimately somebody's got to make the final decision. As CFO, I can say, well, what are you going to do now, Captain? Yeah, somebody's got to take that responsibility. Correct.
Understood.
I remember when I got my foot strike, and I was sitting normally when you're sitting in the right seat, you look over to the left, and when you have a question or when you want a hard decision.
Deploying Marines.
You look over to the left, the captain is there, and then you sheets take that decision with your support, obviously. And I remember sitting in the left and looking over to the left and seeing only your own reflection in the window, and realizing that okay, so that's where it is now. Yeah, and it's nobody over there. Yeah, it's funny actually because that I have, and I've actually told this story before as well, where you know how the new command upgrades. If you ask someone who just become captain, what was your worst situation? Like, when was your worst time as a captain? Almost everyone would say that. But you know, my first week as a captain, all the shit hits the fan. Like everything. All this stuff happens. Everything crazy stuff never seen or heard of before. Yeah, exactly. Everyone says that, and what you realize after a while is that actually that first week a lot of things happened that you had seen before, but you weren't responsible for. So there was a lot of like there was bird
Keep
strikes.
that black wall up.
There was this technical failure stuff, and before that you'd be sitting in this first officer seat, and when something really bad came, something that you really needed to think about, the repercussions of, you could look over and the captain would take that decision. But when you do your first week, then
Understood.
all of those decisions has to be taken by you. So
Crappy missile shot.
it really feels like
Got 4 turns to go. We got to get these birds in the barn soon.
it's still a bit bad, but it's getting better. And then third week, it's now, well, you've seen a couple of these things before, and then it just
Okay,
gets better.
we're going to
You get used to your
order these guys to defend.
It becomes like that. You can ask almost anyone, and they will say the first week as captain, or everything happened at once. And I truly believe, although in some cases you might have something very extraordinary happen, but in most cases it's just the same stuff that happens every day. But if you as a team make a wrong decision, don't worry. Both you and the captain, your hearing will improve at the hearings. In other words, both of you are going to be called on the carpet together as a team. It's
Recalling squadron.
What happened? Tell us about. Yeah, then you better have a good explanation for it. This is why, for example, that I very rarely take unexpected shortcuts unless I am absolutely sure about what lies beneath me, or I can see into everything. Because and people would look at me strangely, like, why would you just take that? I said, listen, I see these gray hairs just coming. Yeah, something happens. Yeah, that's every time that I take one of those that I have in previews, something happens.
Keep your target locked.
So now all we can do, if we can't save them, we can't save them. We gotta get those birds on the deck. They're firing
IFF
torps. They're
confirmed
never going to get a
unit
hit with
hostile.
torps. Here's a real problem. Okay, we got a couple Talons that popped in. Rarely at a bad spot. Horrible spot. They got the ability to get missile locked, the whole thing. We're going to have to fire up a new bunch of
Yes,
PCMs to get out of this situation safely. We got nothing that can be done here. We can't shoot them down. We can't launch fighters. All we can do is put PCM out there. And unfortunately, we have PCM at the ready.
You see, Peter and I, when we're chatting on here, we're just being ourselves, and you just want to carry on that way through the interview process as well. Don't try to
PCM's
something
prepped.
you're not. Yeah, just be yourself. Exactly. And something you don't.
Okay, aircraft. I'm going to give him another
See it. It's okay to say I don't know.
recall order.
Yeah, especially
Yes, Commander.
flights going into you, they don't expect it. Yeah.
I'm going to tell the Vipers again, recall. I'm not going to trust my CAG not to do something stupid, even when they're right next to the carrier. Recall.
So say we all. On it, Commander.
When you're flying, even with a joke, right? With a joke, you would think that it doesn't matter. That's a yoke to you folks here in North America. not a broma. Not a joke. A joke. Anyway, the thing is that
Alert squadron. Keep 42 by 70. Flak projections.
So we dodged the missiles. We killed the war driver, which is the big threat.
On it, Commander.
We're resuming our flak posture, and we're going to shoot at what we need to shoot at now, and that would be a Revenant, and we're only going to hit him if he gets close.
it's instinctive. The lust comes the same way. The throttle's in the middle, and whether you're in the left or right seat, it just becomes instinctive. After about a minute, you don't even think about it. Right.
Okay, we've got 2 turns to get out of here. 2 turns to go. We're trying not to get shot. We're trying not to get missiled. We're trying not to run into each other, because that is a definite threat.
On it, Commander.
This guy's got the ability, if his bird is on, no, his bird is not on, he can't flak. Scorpion Squadron 22, what do we do about that? Not a whole lot we can do. We saved this ship, not with air power necessarily, that certainly helped. He's got no navigation, now he's in trouble.
Yes, sir.
We saved him, if we did save him, by diving him. Now, there may be stuff aimed at him that's going to hit him, and if it hits him, it's going to kill him. But we've done our best, and we're going to recover our ships, our planes. Let's take a look at the Assault Raptor. He is right about to land. Bam.
Adjusting shot by 0.13.
Reason I didn't flak that guy
Civilian ship
is...
is taking damage.
Shit.
Nothing but the rain.
Hopefully I get alright, only bullets. Alright, now we're getting out of here. Now, birds on the deck. I can try and help. I can't help him.
Take care of yourself, John. We'll keep in touch. All right, very good, Peter. Thanks for see you. See you. I'll send you a message later on.
Okay, we're gonna jump. We're gonna try and get to a repair station because we've definitely taken armor damage here. All right, no repair obvious there. Could be there though. Oh, it does enable Bravo. It says Bravo 209. Does enable repair and supply. Doesn't matter which one we go to. So I generally go with the original. I don't trust that the top is updated correctly. You see up at the top it says enables repair and supply. Now we definitely need to do that this turn. There's no two ways about it. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen in this jump.
Civilian
Yeah,
ship
we're
is
gonna take
taking damage.
some damage here. That Talon jump was just prime. That was beautiful. It's a good way to stop me. Let's do the replay. Survive jump 3. I think, feeling that I'm not going to do this in one day. I'm going to do this in 2 pieces. I'm going to try and get up to jump 8, and then I'm going to start fresh in the morning. Of course, I slept a lot on Saturday.
Squadron, on me.
Greatest mark attack.
Very early use of air power. I almost never do that, but I wanted to save that ship, and I did apparently save that ship. These Nemesis are really mobile.
Keep that black wall up.
So the Valkyries, I didn't position them right because I had to. It turned out to be a useful location in the end to shoot down the war driver, but I wanted them up a clear missile shot earlier than they did.
Get him, get him, get him!
Now we got repairs coming up here, and you're gonna see there's gonna be significant damage to one of our ships. I think there's
Alert squadron.
gonna be we may not have to salvage the repair this week completely. Then we have to make budgetary decisions, and that shouldn't have been necessary on jump 3.
Adjusting shot by 0.13.
So
Fire. We're taking sustained fire. Reloading.
he was definitely getting hit when he jumped. All right, let's see what we got. I love these jump away scenes. They're awesome. Proceed. So we're going to try and do a few more. It's 10:23 p.m. Our weekend is half spent for us. Darn it! We didn't get able to repair and supply. That really annoys me. Still don't understand that. It says there that we get repairs and we don't get it. Well, we got salvage. All right. Hopefully, now we're gonna make our turn this time based on where the survivor is. If we have to rescue somebody, you see, we don't see that before the turn. No, we got nobody to save this time, so we just gotta fly, fly, fly. All right. So we got one stack right now of ships that came with the fleet or were found.
Yes, Commander.
Valkyries are going to stretch out here this time and try and go as far out as they can so they can get rocket shots out there.
So say we all.
Generally doing good. I want to check on, yeah, I've lost 17 hull points. I really needed a repair over there.
Understood.
It's going to be a no-launch situation for the Vipers, and unless something develops that I don't anticipate. We're going to get some PCM out. Good. We took some right armor hits too. We need a repair shop. The Valkyrie. We got to do that, okay. Valkyrie took some shots, and this ship took significant damage. But as you notice, everything's repaired. So, okay, we're going to do fire control boost there. Defender's going to do fire control boost for the Mercury, Pegasus.
Deploying Marines.
You just remember your right from your left. Make sure you armor up the side of the ship you want to armor that's facing the Cylons.
Launching drones.
And last but not least, the same thing here. Again, get the left face. Okay. Something we can also deal with these guys is we've got, in our Celestro, we've got relaunchable. We can replenish our ships, and that saves time later when it may be necessary. We'll replenish the Mercury, the Pegasus.
Supply Raptors are ready.
From one, and you can only do one at a time because that's the way it goes. You only have one Raptor of that type. All right, I think we can do, however, each left. After our turn, we will go into defensive mode unless we feel a need to run.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can't seem to do any better than that. Let's get our first PCM out right here.
On
That'll
it,
protect
Commander.
against sudden missile strikes. I'll also get these guys out the door here quickly. Also, because I want them down. Okay. I'm planning on topping these guys both off. And we got mines. We gotta watch our dive on the Valkyries too. Unfriendly to all comers, mines.
Virus control is warmed up and preparing solution.
Yeah. Just clipped the PCM because the Valkyries were firing. We got nothing for PCM coverage now.
On it, Commander.
Got a good clump of ships here. Nice and low. Just don't hit the mines. This should be a
Yes, sir.
routine turn. Should be no problem at all.
Get every gun ready and bearing on the hostiles.
Now, if I
Trigger
want
zone
goodness,
detected.
everything's going fine so far. Valkyries need to be adjusted to turn to the, in my opinion, to turn to the left and slow down because they're far enough ahead they can do missile shots now easy. But we should always be going down slightly on this situation here. Now we can, no, we have to wait for the PCM reload time to happen. Sometimes you have to zoom in and jump in here and just see that I'm not getting below the flak. I'm not getting below the flak field. It's going to take more turns than this. I'm going to put the two front ships on defensive now for better flak and to slow them down without changing their courses. Now, if I decide I need to hit targets, I'm perfectly willing to go full offensive. Just not this turn.
Trigger zone detected.
This is not a drill.
Now I see Valkyries may have a shot at something that's flying straight. Now it's probably a gunship.
So say we all.
Valkyries are going to slow down because they want to get closer to the fleet. They want to be able to protect for flak a bit. I think though they're low enough, we're going to go full offensive and see if we can't clip somebody if he gets too close this turn. Turn on rangefinder. First time I've done that this video. Got to be done. Well, I'm going to put the guns out there. I want them to auto fire if they come into range. If it's a fast ship, I don't want to wait. Bullets are free. Boy, it looks like a good torpedo shot to me, man. Let's try, see if we hit anything. He's flying straight at me. It's a good high percentage
Missiles on their
shot.
way. Yes, Commander.
Hit H, turn off the flak. Okay, don't forget your other ships. Did I again forget to do my armor upping? I didn't. No, I did not forget this time. Good. B, put out some defensive PCM. Now we're going to switch to armor face. I'm wondering if we got shots here, maybe we can go offensive now and see what we can hit. These extra enhanced guns, we should be able to hit something. hit him with 38.6. That's good. Let's also go full offensive here. Melt that fighter squadron. Okay. What else? I want to actually
Yes, sir.
change this up and say protect the top of this ship next. Next most important armor face is top.
So say we all.
Top. Alright, the experiment here in Jump 4 is the torpedo shot. I don't expect to hit anything, but I expect to learn something about this. You never know. He's flying straight and level. Missed him. Alright. Don't need, unless he's spewing missiles, we don't need to go flak these guys. We're just going to go full offensive, as we are already doing. See if we can hit them. See if we have a firing solution. Check them one at a time. Yep, we got a solution on this guy. We might as well hit him. 3 turns, no Vipers in the air. It's a high percentage shot. You got enhancement. You got to keep
Yes, Commander.
these guys up. No. Mercury guns are somewhat better. Not making a difference. Only one of these guys had a firing solution on him at all. This is a great formation here. This is working real good. Do it full defensive, slow down just a bit. In turn, we got mines and stuff that we're going to adjust course and get away from them a little bit. Unfriendly to all forces, mines.
On it, Commander.
So we're basically making a firing arc and saying that for a ship, we want to hit you. We want to hit you, we want to hurt you, and we want you to stay the F away.
Optimizing firing.
And we're exchanging fires. That is a Revenant based on the bullets. The blue bullets are almost always Revenant bullets. Don't know why that is, that they're blue.
Missiles incoming.
Okay, we're going to try again for the offensive shot. The missiles will be fine. TT. What about you? No, okay. So he's getting closer, and that is Arachne. Down. 2 turns to go. We got 3 turns. We gotta survive to get to
Yes, sir.
live to the next level. That's good. Valkyries are already focused. Got a solution on him. He's starting to take some armor damage. We may get him before we're gonna definitely get him before the turn's over. But here's the thing, we're actually way close on this guy and we're taking hits. We may want to go. Okay, we want to maintain firing at him because he's going to fire at us anyway. He's got a long range, but we just got to. Maybe that'll work. That's fine. Okay, 1 turn like this.
Trigger zone detected. Hostile unit identified.
Valkyrie, we avoided hull damage. Oh. They keep doing that.
On it, Commander.
2 levels of missile protection for these guys.
So say we all.
Raven's dead. We're going full defensive here because we got lots of armor degradation here now. We don't care about anything else. We'll go with that from someone else. We do worry about missiles from the Arachne, though, so we're going to go flat. We're going to flak up. Unless we want to torpedo him. That probably ain't going to work, but this guy will flak up. Okay, what some of these guys has? Alright, we're gonna take you and we're gonna put you back and refilling the Battlestar Mercury. Top off the tanks. Okay, go. Wait, we gotta do a new target here because that Revenant is dead. Mr. Arachne. He's too far away. But probably a waste of time there. I think I got adequate. They're kind of close though. Glad I took the time to pump up the top armor on those two Battlestars though. We should carry turn to turn. Don't know why it doesn't.
Civilian ship is taking damage. Civilian ship is being attacked. Missiles incoming.
Torpedo hit. Very nice.
Trigger zone detected.
This is starting to get hairy.
Additional Dratus contacts. Sam, do you read?
Copy that, Lena. Don't worry. We've got your little boat covered.
She managed to get the damn freighter anyway. Down to 8. That's gonna hurt if that hits us. Any PCM I can shoot? I don't think I have any I can shoot this turn.
So say we all.
These fired last turn. I can switch to flak. Right. Right. I don't know, that's gonna hurt. Also, just do a PCM right here. B. Right.
On it, Commander.
Right. And full defensive. Now we jump. We need repairs. It's not indicating any repairs at there. Not indicating any repairs there. What's best for us is -4, -3. So, that helps. Silent processing power. It's 6 of one, half dozen another. There's no difference between these two guys. +2 reinforcement countdown. That helps a little bit. Okay, fine. We'll go with that. FTL jump.
Drive schools on your mark, Captain.
Everybody got out safe. Guys, I need repairs. replay. Still not bad. I still don't know how that guy got hit.
Get every gun ready and bearing on the hostiles.
Action station, this is not a drill.
Optimizing firing solutions.
You want to go from the right to the left this time because we've got armor face issues on several ships.
We're taking space mark.
I think I'm going to arrange the Valkyries are up front.
Ground control. On your mark, Captain.
Good. Okay. Maybe I'll get lucky and there will be some... I don't understand. It indicates for this stop that we were going to get repairs and we didn't. Maybe it's a lagging indicator. Just maybe it's just a display bug. We added +2 to the reinforcements of the Cylons. That'll help us in turn 5. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to this side. Change the betting order slightly as well. Valkyries both took some hits, one of them a lot of hits on the left side, so we want to go